Are your hips and legs and thighs feeling so tight at the end of the day from sitting at your desk all day? Today I'm going to show you how to relieve all that just using a simple yoga strap or even a bathrobe belt. By the end of this exercise, your legs are going to feel 2 inches longer, I promise. So if we haven't met, I am Dr. Lena. I am a chiropractor who's been practicing for over 30 years, and this is one of the favorite exercises of our patients to help feel better at the end of a day of sitting. And make sure you stay right till the end of me showing you how to do these exercises, because I'm going to show you a bit of a modification on that figure 4 piriformis stretch so many of us do that allow you to get even deeper into that stretch. So what do you need in order to do this exercise? All that you need is a yoga mat or somewhere comfortable to lie down. You can even do it on your bed as long as it's not too mushy. And then you simply need a long strap. So something that you can hook over your foot and you'll have access to the 2 ends. We're going to perform each one of these exercises just for a few breaths for the sake of keeping this video short for you. But when you're at home, please feel free to hold each one of these stretches for a full 20 seconds or so, and just make sure you're keeping your shoulders relaxed during the entire exercise and just breathing however's comfortable for you. So the way that I like to get into this is that I'll actually lie on my back with my knees bent. And then you're going to take your strap and hook it over the ball of your foot. And all that we're going to do is straighten out that left leg. And if you are not flexible, you're going to want to keep this right leg bent. But if you have a little more flexibility, you can certainly straighten it out for the duration of the exercise. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this knee slightly bent, or as bent as you need to for this stretch. And I'm going to take my foot as if I'm trying to get my toes up and over my head. So I'm taking them in this direction. You can see I'm not scrunching up my ears. I'm just gently pulling my leg in that direction until I feel a nice stretch in my hamstring. If you're very flexible, you're certainly welcome to straighten your knee out during this stretch and even take your toes back towards your nose. That will increase the stretch. But again, if you're not, feel free to keep this knee bent, just lightly breathing as I'm getting a really nice release in the back of this leg. And then if we're going to switch this to the inner thigh stretch, all that you're going to do is you're going to put both straps in the left hand and put your right hand on your right hip. And I'm really just doing this so that I remind myself, because I don't want to be rocking back and forth too much. I'm really just trying to move this leg. So this is going to keep my right hip anchored down. And I'm just gently going to take my leg out to the side. You can see this will be stretching my left inner thigh. Again, if you're not very flexible or you're just struggling with this one stretch, you can keep this opposite leg bent. That will give you more accessibility. And then once you're in this position, if you're quite flexible, you can take it out as far as you can without rocking this hip and start to take that foot up towards your head. So I'm pulling it up this way a little bit. That will definitely increase the stretch. And there's nothing wrong even with just playing with moving your foot back and forth while this inner thigh is stretching. Gently bringing it back up to the center. And then we're just going to switch hands. So now I'm going to take it over to the right side. If you have IT band tension, you're really going to notice this one. So I'm taking it over to the right side, keeping my left hand on my left hip. So again, so that I don't rock my body too much. So you'll see I don't have nearly as much flexibility on the outside of my hip as I do on the inner thigh. And that's okay. And then we're just going to lie like this. Again, keeping your knees slightly bent if it's easier to access this stretch, and taking your toes towards your nose if you want the stretch to deepen. Then we're going to bring it back up. And now, in order to get the piriformis on this side, one of my favorite ones, we're going to take the strap off, and I'm actually going to put the strap on the right foot. Bring that right leg up. I can keep my knee slightly bent again. And then from here, I'm just going to cross my left leg over. So you can cross it above the knee, again, if you're a little bit less flexible, or below the knee if you have a little more access to flexibility. And then I'm going to take the strap that I have on my right foot, and I'm slowly going to bring it, again, as if I'm going up and over my head. Keeping my shoulders nice and relaxed. You see I got a little tense there. And then from here, if I want to get really deep into this piriformis, my favorite thing to do is just now I'm going to rock my foot back and forth. So I'm just taking my foot. So I'm not so much rocking my pelvis so much as just taking my foot back and forth. And what you're going to notice is that when the right foot goes over to the right, I feel a much deeper stretch in through this left piriformis. So I'm going to hold it there for a few deep breaths, but feel free to rock it back and forth Feel free to play with rocking it back and forth this way as well for a deeper stretch. And again, feel free to do this with your knees slightly bent if that's easier on you. And then you're just simply gonna come out of it. And I'm gonna bet you if you did that with me and you put both your legs down like this, you're gonna feel now that like your left leg is 2 inches longer than your right leg. So that's one of my favorite stretches to do. It's really easy. Any kind of strap will work. And if you have any questions about it at all, please just let me know down in the comments below. And other than that, if you found value in this, we always appreciate it if you click like and subscribe to our channel. So have a wonderful day.